Hi guys, welcome back to In Search of the Lost Diecast. The last video I put up has had a fantastic response and I've had lots of messages about making boxes. So what I thought I'd do is I would do a very short, quick tutorial on how to make a box as a separate item for those people that don't want to look at me taking toys out of boxes but actually want to make the boxes themselves. So what you do, you bring up your browser, and I've prepped a couple of things here. So for instance, I've typed in Matchbox Diecast box template, and you get lots come up. So whatever you've got, whatever vehicle it is you've got, if you search that and the number, it will pretty much take you to a box template. So for this demonstration, we're going to go with this one here, which is the VW camper. So I'm going to save that image, save image as, and I'm just going to go VW camper. That's that done. And because when you're printing you want to use up your card to the best of its ability, so you're going to use two on one sheet of card. We'll find another one. Let's see if we can find a nice one. Well, let's stick to the VWs. There's the VW Carmen gear, so we're going to save that one as well. Actually, let's save that properly. So save image as VW Carmen gear. There we go. Right, so that's all done. So then you navigate back to where you store your stuff. I've got a little folder here called card restoring, and then I've got my efforts with boxes, and I've got Matchbox Lesney. There we go. So the two that we had were the VW camper and the VW. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up one of my previous templates, which is that one there. Actually, let's get rid of that. So I'm going to bring up Thumbs Plus. So I'm going to bring up one of my previous templates. This is just a bit of photo manipulation software. This is actually called Thumbs Plus. You don't have to use Thumbs Plus. Whatever one that you're happy with using, you can use. And as you can see there, I've got a sheet of A4 with two boxes on. So we're going to change those. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for our VW camper. So there's our VW camper in the middle there. And sorry about that, I had an incoming call which actually cancelled the video. So there's our VW box, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to take our little cut lines to the very perimeter of the box, all the way around, like so. And then I'm just going to go copy. I copy that. I bring up my template here, and then I hit paste. Now, as you can see, it's quite a small image up there, but what I can do is I can drag that image and make it bigger. And I can do the same going sideways. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create the same shape, same format as the one that was there before. So there is our box, there is our, that bit there is the tab where the pointer is. That is the tab that's going to stick to this bit here. Let's just check this one's right. So that is our edge there. So as soon as you can see that black line, I know that I've hit the size of the box. Same down here, and then I literally go like that and it's on there. So we've changed that one. So to change the next one, we're going to go down to our Carmen gear. We're going to bring that one up as a slightly bigger image. That's great. So we're going to, now this one's in two halves. Can you see? There's a half there and a half there. So we're going to have to make this one up. So this will be a good way of showing you. So if you can't actually get a box template, what you can do is you can make one yourself. So you hold that around that edge. Now that's the only bit that we're going to print, and that bit there and that bit there. So we don't need to go to this extremity here. So copy that, minimize, and we're going to bring our big template back up, and I'm going to paste this back over the top. And what we're going to do, we're going to bring that down to our, we're going to put that at the bottom because that's the bottom one. So we're going to go to that edge, to there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide down here. I'm going to slide that over to that edge there, and then bring that all the way down. There we go. And then that is our bottom half of the box. So we've got our two flaps, we've got our closing flap there. So that's the first part done. Now, as you can see up here on these boxes, the box on one side is going downwards and the box there is going upwards. So to do that here, what we're going to have to do is we go up to the top, I go transform, and I go rotate. And our box there is already set to 180, so that'll flip it 180 degrees. So now our Carmen gear's up there, but the other one's pointing downwards, like that one. So I can now go back to our other image, which is that one, and copy this and paste this again. So this is, if you look, there are two slightly different images on those blues, so you can't use the same one twice. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to bring that down, take it to our edge, take that to the edge there, take that to the edge there, copy that image, close that down, go over to our main image, hit paste, bring that down here, just gently resize it so that it fits all the parameters that are out there, which is there, and then this one over here, just to our black line on the edge. That's our side edge, and just make sure that everything lines up, and it looks like it does. I'm just going to take that a smidge more that way. You can play about with it. You know, my sizes are not going to be your sizes necessarily. You might want to play about. Some of the models are fractionally bigger, so you might want to have a little bit of a play with that. But that effectively is now two boxes on one sheet of A4 paper. Then all I do is I'll save that. So I'm going to save that as VW combo, hit enter, hit save, and that's done. So the last thing to do is go back to our images, and there's our VW combo, and if I hit that, you see here I've got the option to print, which I'm going to do. I've been very lucky. I've just bought some card from the range, which seems to be really good. It's 220 grams. Seems to be around about the right thickness for this. And then so you just select your paper type, which is there. So I'm going with thick, and then literally hit print, and that should start the printer. So here we are at the printer, and it's asking me to load paper into the tray, which I've done, and there it is. So it's gonna run through straight through there, and then we'll see it come out here. It's quite quick because obviously it's a laser. And please guys, don't think that laser printing is out of your price range. I managed to pick that printer up through Facebook Marketplace very, very reasonably. Right, so here we are on the table. There's our printed sheet. I'm only going to make one box up because the principle is the same for both. But you've seen it combined. You've seen it the way that we've made it on our computer. So this is just the final bit of how we actually put the box together. So lay it down, select It's going to be a little bit awkward with this camera, but we'll do our best. So there we go, let's go that way. There we go. So find our line. There we go. So that is our Carmen gear box. Now for this one, all we're going to do is line up all the sides. So that's a good line there. So I'm going to cut there. I'm going to cut there. I'm going to cut that line there. That's the same on both. Now with these bits here, you need to cut it right to the very edge so that the box will be able to fold, or the flaps will be able to fold actually. But there we go. So that's that. And then there. That's one of our bits of card. Same here. And same here. If you line it up with this line here, you won't go too far wrong. So there we go. So that's the first half of the side done. So down here, all you do is just trim that corner, and then you do exactly the same on the opposite side. So cutting it there. Got the camera there, sorry guys. Again, find our line. There's our line. Cut it through. And these flat bits, they don't have to be super accurate, so you can get away with a bit of freehand cutting. Haven't made too many mistakes with these. You do make the occasional one, but a question of whether you want to, with the straight lines of the actual bits that go in, to actually lock them. I would always recommend using the ruler, but for this you can get away. So that's a big straight line, so that's a ruler job. So there we go, along that line, like so. There we go. That one's that one there, just that's our flap, so we don't cut that off. So line that up with our yellow line there. Cut that bit off. And then for the fold over flaps, what I normally do is just cut that little bit out. Just on the corners here, I literally just round them off, like so. Round off. Just makes it easier to get them in. Same with this one. There we go. And that one. There we go. So there's our box in relief. So again, you can do it either way. I prefer to do it this way because you've got your straight lines here. Literally just get a little knife and your ruler and make lots of lines. So first one there, that's our flap that's going to make the box whole. So just a little score across there. Same with this one. On our yellow line, score. On our blue line and yellow line, score. On our blue and yellow line for a final time, score. And the same with the flaps. So get that line there, get us to that's the white part is at the actual fold bit, so that's what we want. We want to just go there like so, and then score. Same on the other side. There we go, that's that. Score. And then literally you fold the box up 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is your box. The flaps fold over. The only thing we've got to do is cut the edges. Not cut the edges, yeah. Right, so let me show you how we do the tape. So you get a roll of double-sided tape. Find the end, about 4 inches, 3-4 inches. Trim it off. This line here, the fold line, you want to be a mil or 2 that side of it. So, like so. Press that down, trimming the excess. I've got a little tiny bit of excess there. So all I do, there we go, that's taken off. Then literally just use the sharp point of your knife just to find the edge, which is there. So this is now sticky, as you can see. Stuck to my finger. And then all I do is I try and get them all to line up. So fold it over like that, fold that over like that. And what I'm trying to get is I don't know if you can see those. There's a fold line there, there's a fold line there. I'm just trying to get those to match up, like so. There we go. And then same the other way. And literally, you then got your box. That's it. Fold the flaps over. The only bit of tidying I do here really is I like this to be a good close. So when I'm there, I score this so that it will fold in. So like so. And that's all there is to it. Yeah, sorry guys, another incoming phone call there. So that's why I had to stop. So here we are with the flap. I've actually done it, but I'll show you how I did it. So effectively all I do is I fold that over like so and make little tiny marks there and there. And then that gives me a guideline for making a score with my metal ruler. Just there. So, like so. And then I score it like so. And then if you hold it like that, you obviously see the mark, it folds over, it goes in. And there is your homemade Matchbox box. And I've been kind of busy, because obviously, I don't know if you can see over here, got a few vehicles that I'm going to restore, but obviously in the meantime I don't want to get them any more damaged than they already are. So what I've done is, for the ones that I'm going to be doing, I've made some boxes. So let's show you what I've done. So there's that one there. This one didn't exist, so I had to find some images, and I've made that. I've made that box. That's the Jeep Gladiator. Mark 10 Jag. Really weird, some of them in colour, some weren't. Yeah, there you go, Mark 10 Jag, number 28. The Brook Monty van, number 47. Ford Zodiac, number 33. Margaret Deutsch crane truck. The old dump truck, it was an early one. And our little Rolls Royce. Merryweather Marquis fire engine. And all these, I should point out, I haven't made these willy-nilly. I actually haven't got models for them. It's just these are the ones that I've made the boxes for, so that I've, let's say, save them from any more damage. Ford station wagon. Done the bird. Long distance coach. It's quite a nice one actually. Take a lot of sugar. And the fire chief. So proof that even if a slack-jawed Luddite like me can work this out on the computer, you probably can too. As I say, there's the other one that we printed off. It's come out fantastic. As I say, don't be put off by laser printers. I think if you go to the right place, or you look in the right places, you can get a good second-hand one. So it doesn't, the cost doesn't have to be prohibitive. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, love it if you'd subscribe. Leave any comments, any questions. My email is in the contact, so you can have a word. Yeah, as I say, bit of a bonus one this, but just thought I would because I've had such a good response to the last video. Right guys, thank you ever so much. See you soon. Bye now.